Hey guys, welcome back to another episode Up and Running. Thanks for watching. All right, today we're going to go look at another car. Hopefully it's a decent one and we don't drive all day for nothing. I hope you enjoy it. Oh yeah, just put it in neutral. Is it dragging the truck or is it just taking all the slack out of it? Slack out of the truck so I can hear it. Alright, we're about a third of the way home. I just stopped to check all the straps and everything to make sure everything's good and tight. And here she be. Give you guys a little bit closer look. Sorry for the wind, I forgot one piece of my microphone at home, of course. I give my winch credit. It was able to pull this beast up onto the trailer with one wheel locked up. Take a peek inside real quick. The floors are nice and solid in here. The windshield's not broke. I don't think any of the glass is broke. Some of it just shows some age. Alright, it's time to throw the vacuum cleaner at this beast. make it look a little better. That made it a little bit better. You can definitely see these floorboards are nice and solid in this car. There is no rust in them at all. So that's really nice. Still tons of webs and stuff in here, but yeah, that's a little bit of other cleaning. The odometer on here says 53,335. I'm not sure if that's real or not. The brake pedal's not horribly worn. There's just a little bit, so it could very well be. It's an air-conditioned car. It's got the automatic eye for dimming. Alright, I want to apologize a little bit. It's super windy today. So hopefully there's not too much wind noise. Alright, so recently I watched a Uncle Tony's Garage where they tested different things to freeze stuck pistons, and white vinegar won in their little test. So I am going to use a little white vinegar and see if this unsticks this engine. I really have no idea when the last time this thing turned or ran or anything like that. I mean, it could have been 40, 50 years ago. So we're going to pour this in and see what happens. Alright, so there were 3 holes on this side that we had to use Marvel Mystery Oil on. I ran out of white vinegar, so I'm going to have to get some more of that. But anyway, we're going to leave this soak for, a couple days and see if we get any movement out of anything. I checked the generator and the power steering pump and the water pump up here. I grabbed a hold of the fan and tried to turn it, and you can see those items moving a little bit. It's just the crank that's not. So I wanted to make sure that these other items were not stuck and that we weren't fighting something else. So I actually did that before I started this. So, all right, well, let's leave this sit for a few days and see what happens. All right, so the next thing I have to do is this wheel is stuck. It does not want to turn. But I want to show you something. If you look real close at these studs, you can see an R stamped into them. I know they're probably not showing up like super good, but there's an R stamped into these. Let's go to the other side of the car once. So you can see there's an L stamped into these. That means the L means left-hand thread and the R means right-hand thread. So on the driver's side of this car, it has left-handed threads, and on the passenger side, it's got right-hand threads. So be cognizant of that so you know which way to turn the lug nuts to get them off. Alright, I got to pull this wheel off to get at the drum. I lubed all these up with some PB Blaster a couple days ago, just to hopefully make them come loose. All right. All right, a little more. There we go, it's up. This tire's in rough shape. Looks like there's a sticker. Looks like there's a bolt holding these on. Let me see about getting those off. This one's in terrible shape. Ugh, that scares me. Got that one loose. And that one's rounded off. It was like mostly rounded off anyway, so I'm probably gonna have to get the chisel and knock the end of that off. I might be able to find something else that I can grab it and do it. So let's go find something to do that right now. Alright, so I found a 12 millimeter, and I pounded that on. I'm going to see if I can work it off with that. Got it. That worked. Sometimes you got to do stuff like that. Okay, the drum is loose on the car. It just won't turn. So I'm gonna beat it on the sides, and I can probably get a pry bar too. See if I can crack it off the pads. It must be the pad stuck to the drum. Alright, I'm going to go get a pry bar. Alright, I'm going to beat on this a little more. In case you're wondering, I do have jack stands under here. I'm going to try to back these off as well. I might try to pry just a little bit, but I'm going to try to back off the adjusters. Anyway, let's try this one. I've got the car in neutral as well. Oh, it's turning. Oh. It's just super tight. Let me just keep working it and see if I can get it to go a little more. All right, so in think out of the box mode, I got thinking about the emergency brake, and I feel like it's not releasing. There, oh, there it went. It came all the way up now. It was not all the way up before. So what I did, whoops, I went underneath. See if I can see it here. Right here. And I disconnected it. And because it seemed like the cable was kind of tight. So let's go back there now and see if anything changed back here. Because I was thinking, you know, like this thing turns, it's not stuck. I wonder what else could be holding it. And so I went up front and took a look at that emergency brake thing a little bit. There we go. It turns pretty freely now. There we go. I'm sure there's still kind of crustiness under there. My main goal really is to just get it to turn so the car will roll. Yeah, I think it's just hanging up on the actual pads now that it won't come off. So I think for right now I'm good. I just, like I say, I just wanted to make sure the car would roll. So at this point, it will. All right, cool. That's what I wanted. All right, well, that's going to wrap up another episode Up and Running. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to come back next time. We'll keep working on the old Cadillac.